There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit ComicShopLocator.com to find a store near you.
What's up, the internet? It's me, it's Kyle, coming to you live from an undisclosed hotel location. This is the Original Art Experience, and I am joined, as always, by the man, the myth, Nicky Five Bananas, Nick Barucci.
You know, God, I have so many things I could say. Nicky Five Bananas, I have not been accused of in a while, at least a week and a half. Ever since you and I talked about 5 bananas a little bit ago, and all of a sudden I went and tried to eat 5 bananas on a full stomach. Didn't really work out for me that well.
Wow, that'll make you throw up.
Didn't make me throw up, but it definitely stopped me from, eating for a while. I don't know what else. Yeah, it was
my first Shake Shack experience.
What was that?
I just had my first Shake Shack experience.
And survey says?
I think the experience needs to get into the Shake Shack franchising business.
Wow.
That was good. It was the best cheeseburger I've had that didn't cost me more than $20.
Cheeseburger that cost $20?
Yeah, you get a prime rib cheeseburger or
How much do we pay? Wait. How much do we pay you again?
No. Those are like I said, those are like high end. You got to save like 2 months' pay to get those. This is like a $10 cheeseburger, like a McDonald's level cheeseburger, except way better.
There you go.
It's like the Five Guys level. When you call it McDonald's, people are going to get the wrong idea.
The McDonald's good with two things. Not that I've had any McDonald's in 25 years. They have a decent shake and their French fries.
The fries are legendary.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. People
you change the oil, it ain't the same.
There you go.
Apple pies.
Jordan! What's up, Jordan? What's up, Jenny? It's good to have you both here. Thank you for showing up. Jenny, are you watching a baseball game again while showing up, or a basketball game? Or do we have your undivided attention this week? Do we have your attention, please? I just want to know. I guess I'm not getting any answers. I guess not. All right. Listen, we have a fun-filled show tonight, and we're going to have some specials, and we're going to have some fun, and we're going to really, while this isn't like last week where we were giving everything away, we're still going to have some fun. By the way, I got to tell you, Jordan is one of the nicest guys I know. I was able to get from Jordan a New Mutants 89, one of the first cable appearances, last November, I think. And then I also got from him a Hellblazer #2 page by John Ridgway. You're gonna love this, Jordan. The Rocket Raccoon page I bought from you. Bill asked if he could buy it, which of course I sold it to him because Bill's the best. So listen, I want to say a few things to get the ball rolling. Obviously, it's exciting to have Jenny and Jordan here. We're going to get some peeps in the room. We're presenting you guys with collectible art tonight. It's going to be a mix of covers. Sometimes we'll have splash pages. Sometimes, and mostly panel pages. We want to bring you affordable artwork. We will have special pricing on some where we can. And the only thing I want to say is there is a lot of speculation when it comes to collectibles right now. comic books, trading cards, baseball cards, collectible action figures, and original art. They are increasing in value. And while we may touch on the value of something and maybe where it was, where it is, even where it might be, do not buy anything just because you think it may be a good deal that you may make money on. The most important thing in collecting comics and collecting art is always buy what you love. If you buy what you love, you will never, ever, ever go wrong. So I just want to say that and preface it with that. So you've got me. We've got John Cole. You're going to meet Rex in a minute. He'll be doing some of the shows with us. No, Jesus. Yeah, you're out, please. You got any more money in the car? Last week, of course, for those who saw, yeah, right? Jenny is paying attention, and exactly, Jordan said it. Buy original art because it speaks to you. If it speaks to you, that's the most important thing. So I'm going to give a little bit of a preview. We've got a Green Arrow cover tonight. I know, right? Oh, you know what? Last week when we did our show, we had a Fernando Pasaran Batgirl page that I gave away with Will Gabriel's Don Newton page. Not giving another one away. Giving away one is more than enough. I just want to show this. It's just a great Guy Gardner. We gave some really sweet deals on Captain America last week. And I decided, because I love Luke Ross and Captain America so much, that I would bring a few pages. You gotta love John being my right-hand guy here.
Major Force page there?
This is, yeah, it is. This is Pure Pencils Luke Ross, which I thought was really sweet when I bought it. Now, keep in mind, these pages are pages I bought, right? These pages are pages I bought years ago, and last week we had some fun. I offered them at the prices I paid back in the day. Not sure I'll do that right now. We had a Howard Porter FF last week that just flew, and considering Howard now draws digitally, getting any art from him in the last 8 years, I think, is almost impossible. Listen, channel my disappointment when he did the Flash Year One, and there were no pages to pick up. So let's hit those likes. Yes, we are at the first Deathstroke right now. Thank you, Jordan. Look at this. Look at this. Green Lantern 180. Check it out. Is that a beautiful page or what? All right.
I'm trying to hold this just a little bit closer. You've really got to see this thing. Sort of, I mean, this thing is way beyond just the normal.
His chest is almost as big as my stomach, I got to tell you.
I'm not sure his chest wouldn't cave in.
Yeah. Green Lantern Aliens, and another Fernando Pasaran with Guy Gardner from Emerald Warriors, and ink by Cam Smith, which I think is a great mix. So we've got a pretty cool thing. Is Hulk wearing pants? Is he? Was he? I don't know. Evil Ernie is. I know that.
Evil Ernie is.
Evil Ernie is. Check it out. He's got pants on. I'm not talking about whether or not John and I are wearing pants. It's none of your business. You can't. No. That is so stupid. I really got to try for jokes that actually make people laugh. All right. So,
what for jokes that make sense, Nick?
You want everything, don't you?
Well.
All right. I think this Green Lantern Aliens is a really cool one to start with because, you know, it's just, you know, Dark Horse crossover.
It's like a mood page.
Right? It is.
Because the book, like if people remember when the series came out, you got the initial DC vibe, right? Where you've got, you know, superheroes, Green Lantern, whatever. And then they kind of shifted to that Dark Horse, moodier vibe when they got on the mission.
Right.
And it was, the art reflected that. It was almost like, I don't want to say the artist is being like split personality, but he just completely adjusts the style when you kind of move into almost like the Dark Horse part of the story.
Exactly.
Super cool.
Well, and this is Rick Leonardi, who I've been a huge fan of ever since Cloak and Dagger. to a lot of people, myself included, that was his signature work. To I would say another consumer, another fan generation, Spider-Man 2099. And I think, on Cloak and Dagger, he had Terry Austin. On Spider-Man 2099, he had Al Williamson. And here's the thing. Here's the thing that we want to talk about. You will never have another, as far as I can tell, unless Disney and Warner Brothers merges, you're never going to have another Green Lantern Aliens crossover now that Marvel has the Aliens license. It just does not seem to be happening. So here's the thing. I said I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway, because even though I said it, doesn't mean I can't change my mind. This is about a $300, $350, $400 page. I paid $175 for it a bunch of years ago. I'm not going to sell it for $175. I will sell it for $200 tonight. If you don't buy this page, you will not break my heart, because it is the only Green Lantern Aliens page I have. And it is a stunning page. And you know what? Jordan's right. I mean, when are you going to get a Green Lantern Hulk crossover? Not the Hulk. Not the Hulk. So, anyway, all kidding aside, this is a beautiful page. It's from a classic crossover. I think you hit the nail on the head. The mood, the inking just really added to it. And we're looking at something that you won't be able to get again.
Nick, get it close to the screen. It's kind of hard to see some of the fine details as far away as you are. There you go.
Thank God I have a producer that can tell me how to do my job.
Look at the cross hashing in the shadows in that middle panel. Like, that's the kind of details you can't see when it's all that way, that far back. In the dark, the full use of negative space in these other panels, like Rick Leonardi is one of the best at this kind of, panel, like this center panel at the bottom where it's just some outlines. But when you add the inks to it, it's got this really deep look, and it tells its whole story.
Well, anybody who's seen the Aliens movie knows everything starts out hunky-dory, right? Everybody's good. We're having a cup of coffee in space. It's great. And then all of a sudden things start to go wrong. What the artist does here, this page really is kind of showing this, is that the beginning, everything's great. I'm a Green Lantern. I got a power ring. It's DC Universe. Everything's fine. And then things suddenly aren't.
We there?
Yeah, we're here.
All right, I hit a button. I didn't know if anybody could hear. So,
we lost the end of John's statement, but I think we all knew where he was going.
Right. This is a really great page, and $200, I will say. Like I said, don't buy anything because of the value, because that's one of the only ways you'll ever get disappointed in any collectible industry, buying just for the value, especially if you haven't bought art till now, but buy it because you love it. Jordan actually is a prime example of someone who buys art that he loves, and he collects first appearances, and he's been fortunate. I mean, he's bought a lot of artwork that has done well for him, but the most important thing he did was he bought it because he loved it, and then when he's ready to get other pieces, he may sell some, and it's all a mix. I mean, Jordan, let me ask you this question since you're here today. This weekend on CAFCON Live, are you going to have a booth Saturday and Sunday so that I know whether or not to jump on there right away? Let us know. If you go to Comic Art Fans, it's Bill Cox's website. It's the best community that you can have for original art. And Bill has an event this weekend called CAFCON Live. And yep, Fred Chamberlain said Jordan is set up. Fred, don't know if you're there, if you saw this, but got this beauty right here, Rick Leonardi, and you see the price there. It's $25 more than I paid for it years ago. So
CAFCON, the thing I was going to come out for last month.
Say that again.
What was the thing I was going to come out for last month?
You were coming out
At
for
CapCon as well?
ArtCon.
Oh, okay.
ArtCon is a physical, and CavCon Live is online, and
Awesome.
I'm creating my competition by telling everybody about it. Don't go to Jordan's booth. Go to Jordan's booth last. Give me the chance to go there first.
I'll
ArtCon
be
was
at the next
awesome.
one, Fred.
Definitely at the next one. All right, let's move on to. We go from Leonardi. I think, even though I would like to, do we want to stick with Green Lantern, or do we want to move to FF? All right.
Green Lantern.
So look at this huge splash. All right. So Green Lantern Hulk crossover. No, Green Lantern Major Force. This is a great splash. And again, we only bring up value or perceived value just as a measuring stick. What I'll say is, this is what? What year would this be? This is pre-rebirth. So, what do you think? 1998.
I was going to say like 96, 98, somewhere in there.
So this is more likely than. All right. So let's say that this is definitely 20 plus years old. 20 plus years ago, I picked this up for $200. It's $750 piece, you think? Give or take?
It's probably more than that because of the two characters. But yeah, well,
Is this the one from Emerald Warriors?
No, this is from Green Lantern 180. Emerald Warriors is this one, the Guy Gardner.
The Gardner one.
So just to show it up close. So anyway, we're going to do this tonight at $375. So it's a huge splash. It's a great piece. And
look at the evil smile on Major Force's face.
I know.
That's worth the price alone.
Is this Luke Ross?
It is.
It is.
Again, as I always say to you guys, and I've said this to you before, I bring you my art to offer it to you because I want to grow the experience of collecting art. If you don't buy it, it'll never break my heart because I get to enjoy it longer. Jenny, this page is great. If you don't buy it, it won't break my heart because I get to enjoy the art. But if you do, and it brings you joy and it brings you into the world of collecting art, nothing is greater than that as far as I'm concerned. So this is a brilliant page. It is beautiful. And you were going to say something, John?
I just the perspective. It's a little bit hard. Like if you come and do it like.
By the way, we were off. This is from 2004. It just hit me. This was right before Rebirth. Because remember, Green Lantern, Kyle Rayner went almost all the way up to Rebirth. And
you know what? You're absolutely
right. Hal
right.
Jordan Rebirth was 2006, if I remember. Yeah. So
Is Hulk wearing a banana hammock?
No, he has like this suit made of compressed energy or whatever.
Is that like the Emperor's New Clothes, John? I don't understand.
Am I supposed to put this down because this is a family channel?
No, it's just I'm trying to figure out what Hulk is wearing, and I'm trying not to buy the page. And
think of it more like Colossus and less like Dr. Manhattan.
Look at his feet. You can
I'm
tell
good with
he's
that.
wearing boots.
That is true.
If you can see
It's skin tight. The whole thing is skin tight. Let's move on.
All right, I like that it's Colossus, not Dr. Manhattan. That's good. That's good enough for me.
Exactly. It's the Hulk meets Colossus without Dr. Manhattan. All right. So Green Lantern, Emerald Warriors, again, Passaran. I just love Passaran's work. He is just beautiful. A nice Guy Gardner page, huge splash. This is Emerald Warriors #1, and I thought, it'd be cool to bring a first issue. And this is more likely than not, I would say, a $900 $1,000 splash. I paid $750 for it. So what I would do if anybody wanted it, I would do it for $800 tonight. I'm being conservative when I say 900 to 1,000. I'm pretty sure it's 1,000, but I just, for people that are new, I want to be as conservative as possible. So again, I paid $750 for it when I picked it up, and I'm okay with doing $800 if this is something you love. And Jordan, you're right. As collectors, it is hard for us to sell the pages since we put them for a reason. But the way I feel about bringing the art on the air is if I can bring art on the air that I can be excited about to express why I bought it and to help bring it to the world to enjoy, it helps grow the market better. Let's see what Jenny said. She just got some cute dresses to wear. She sometimes buys action figures. All right, she's got the Rorschach action figure. That's awesome. It's funny because I was actually looking at a piece of art today that has Rorschach on it. So it was a bit above my pay grade.
So next year, like $60, $70, right?
I doubt it. I doubt it. All right, let's go to the FF. Bring me some FF. I'm going to go back to Howard Porter because.
Oh no, you won't. I'm sorry.
And let's start with the FF pages. We've got 2 of them. Last week, I think I did something really silly. Now, again, let's go back to Howard is not doing physical artwork anymore. Everything is digital. Yeah, Will's here. You were indeed, Nick. Listen, everybody, by the way, that's my boy Will Gabriel. Go to his page, comicartpage.com, and he actually put up some sweet artwork today. Matter of fact, he put up a Days of Future Past today. Sold as soon as he put it up. By Byrne and Austin, he put up a New Mutants cover by Bill Sienkiewicz. Sold. He put up a unpublished Kevin Maguire Justice League. Sold. I wish I knew to who. That one might have been me, because it was. So
you were the one who ran out to the car this time on this page.
All right. So this FF page, now I misplaced my notes because I'm an old man, and old man Nick doesn't know where he put his notes. So what did I say I wanted to do with this tonight? All right.
What page is it? Because I've got your notes.
This is a $350 page, give or take.
What
I paid $150 a few years ago for this, many years ago. We're going to do this tonight for $200. All right. So again, this has got to be a $350, $400 page. We're going to do it for $200 tonight. It is. I'm going to try and give it up close. Look at the characterization. Look how beautiful the thing is. You can see just the emotion there. You got to love it. And this is from the Wade run, right? In the middle of the Waringo run, right?
If you're a Thing fan, if you're a Fantastic Four fan, this is like the trigger to pull, because the page is just, it's very inherent to their world.
Yeah.
It really is the way, I mean, let's be honest, the Fantastic Four is like a family drama. There's always like the real tight interactions, way differently than team books with bigger teams. This is really sort of like, like a story told in 4 panels type thing, if you look at it.
Jenny, yeah, we are familiar with the Watchmen 2-packs. That's awesome that you have 3 of those. That is really fantastic. Hey, Jordan, I am just curious. When you put up your Rorschach page, is that Gibbons or is that Adam Hughes or someone else? I'm just curious. Asking for a friend. So the FF, I'm sorry. So this is the FF, I'm sorry, 505, page 11. I apologize if you can't see it. So this is 505, page 11. You know what? That is a good point, Fred. This is Howard Porter channeling Waringo. And again, look,
That's a great observation.
Porter does not draw anything on paper anymore.
So there's
I couldn't even beg and plead when I was told Porter was doing the Flash year one, and I think that was like, I can't remember what issues of the Flash it was in the Rebirth series from a few years ago, and I was like, "Ooh, when are the pages going to be available?" And Spencer said, "Oh, Howard draws digitally." I was like, "Can you ask Howard just to draw the covers or any splash pages on paper?" And Spencer said, "Howard got rid of his drafting table."
oh no, I was gonna say hit him up for a commission, but
I am a drafting table. How much are they?
or get a hold of the show.
That's a win-win. I buy him a drafting table. He draws Flash year one, all 6 issues.
Off the table.
Then I get the table too, and I get to say I've got the table. Howard Porter drew his last series of comics. Hey Jordan, listen, don't put up the page. Email me the page. Yo, hook a brother up, man. Is that page pencils in ink? Yes, it is. It's pencils in ink, a la traditional style.
The problem with you, like 7 or 8 of you own 99% of the art, and you all know each other. So the 1% that's out here, like,
Well, that's why it's $200 and not $350 or $400.
The thing I see the most in like comic chat rooms when it comes to art, people think these things are $8,000 a page,
Right?
and it's so far out of their reach that it doesn't even occur to them. And I mentioned to them on shows like this, you can get a page for $150, $250.
Yeah.
And there's always stock. And no matter how many times I say it, there's always someone that's like, no, seriously? I'm like, yeah. Every week they're out there.
And understand, talking about fair market value, obviously that's my thought of what the value of the art is. The one thing about art is that there's no consistent way to look at it. It is all about looking at the market, see where it's going. So you know what's funny? You know how some words have double meaning?
Yeah.
Jordan had wrote, "Will put up the page." So I interpreted that as he was going to put up the page. What he said was "will," as in Will Gabrielle put up the page.
Is it a capital W or is that like
when you start a sentence, "will" anyway, it's still capital. So anyway, comicartpage.com and comic book art fans this weekend is the convention, the online convention. So, you know, and talking about the FF, we're going to show another FF page in a second. We got to go to commercial break right now, right?
Let's do that first. Before we look at any more Fantastic Four, let's do this. We will be right back after this here on The Experience. Make sure you head over to Instagram and follow us on Instagram at @the_EXP1, the number 1, on Instagram and on TikTok. So we're doing TikToks. Nick is going to do a video for us when I can make him of who his favorite Marvel character is in under a minute and explain why and see if we can only get Nick to talk for a minute.
Not going to happen.
Possible.
Not going to happen.
We will be right back after this here on The Experience.
There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit comicshoplocator.com to find a store near you.
What's up, the internet? It's Kyle. We are back. This is the original art experience on the EXP. So we're here. I am live from a hotel location. Nick is where he always is in the office. Just as a reminder, guys, tomorrow starting around 4 o'clock, we have Popco the Writers. Then Nick and I will return for Comics Collectibles with Dynamic Forces. We have a couple of great interviews for you to take part in from this past week, followed by DJ Taji Beats with the EXP Dance Party tomorrow night. And then stay tuned later tonight. We've got BCU coming up next, followed by Friday Night Live from Comics Unlimited in Cleveland, Tennessee, with Nancy, who has more comic book experience than Nick, me, John, and everybody else that's there in Nick's office with them combined, because she's been around since comics were invented. That's not true. But, you know, she's got a ton of experience, and she knows everybody, so she will be on later.
I know it started that his hotel room looks like every hotel room Sam and Dean Winchester stayed in on Supernatural. It is literally the same room.
Hold on, John. I'll tell you a little bit. This hotel I'm staying in is called the Graduate Columbus. And the hotel is decorated with famous people from Columbus, Ohio, who graduated from, the universities here. Let me go grab a piece of art that's decorating the room. Show the Fantastic Four or something.
All right, here we go. Tomorrow, I just want to get ahead of tomorrow's show. We are going to have some Silver Age in our comic collectible show. Not only will we have signed books, not only will we have remarks, we will have out of print back issues. So, is there any other kind of back issues? So we'll have Fantastic 419. It feels like A Few Good Men, where he says, was he in grave danger? Is there any other kind of danger? So a few issues of FF, Fearmonger, gotta love it. Hatemonger, I'm sorry. And look at this. We're going to go into FF26 crossover with the Hulk. All right. So in addition to that, we are going to have a Star Wars #1 Marvel newsstand edition tomorrow night. And on top of that, we are going to have not only collectible comics, but a few remark alert. Exactly. Look, it's been a bunch of Star Wars celebrations this last week. We had the 99 Clone War Attack celebration. I think we had Episode 1 celebration. It's been celebration after celebration, and usually May is Star Wars celebration, which hasn't happened. So we're going to have some really cool remarked books, and you never know. Nick may give one away just for the fun of it. So spread the word. Let everybody know that it's going to be a fun time at the Dynamic Forces show, because we are going to have some really, really, really cool collectibles, because in this day and age, we're going to need it to have some fun. So tomorrow, check out this Death of Wolverine. We only have 2 left, signed by J.G. Jones, one of the greatest artists in the industry. So, but that's all tomorrow night.
John, this actually is at the head of the bed in the room. It is the Goosebumps #1. Goosebumps #1. Art by Tim Jacobus, written by R.L. Stine. And then my room key is R.L. Stine's student ID from Ohio State.
That is awesome.
So
only on the experience, ladies and gentlemen.
I know.
When J.D. Smith says the room is haunted, yeah, it is.
A bit like American Horror Story. Kyle can never leave the room.
I was just
trying to leave, but he doesn't realize he got killed on the way in.
3 weeks to look real scruffy. Get out of here.
Jordan, it's 6 to 8 Eastern tomorrow.
JD, you're right. That is classic. So let's go to the Fantastic Four. The only other one that I have, FF75 or 504, if we're going to go with legacy numbering. This is page 13. Look at how awesome this page is. It is out of this world. So this is the issue before. So this page, I also believe, is a 395 page, and we are going to offer it this evening also for $200. So Kyle, let me ask you this question: what do you think of this page?
I wasn't paying attention. I was thinking about Shake Shack. Look, Fantastic Four, is always a winner. And you've got in that, I don't know, I guess it's technically the second panel there at the top. A classic Reed Richards with the long arm shot with Sue and what's that word? Silhouette. There's a lot of movement in the page, but I love me, I like buildings and I like landscapes. So this center section where it's just some buildings and then the Fantastic Four is kind of my jam.
Well, for $200, it'll be your jam in your hands.
Yeah.
I know your boss. He can take time payments as long as time payments mean you'll pay within 30 days' time.
I got a feeling my boss has some other stuff I want to spend that money on more.
This really is a beautiful page. Listen, we like to have fun. We like to make the shows enjoyable. But for those people that are watching comic art for the first time, Howard Porter, in my opinion, truly is one of the greatest artists in the industry. And he made his mark really on a lot of levels on Justice League with Grant Morrison. And it was a beautiful series. I mean, when you think of some great modern Justice League runs, you think of Keith Giffen, J.M. DeMatteis, and Kevin Maguire. You think of Grant Morrison and Howard Porter. You think of Brad Meltzer. And was it Ed Benes or Ivan Reyes who did it? They're both spectacular artists. Yeah, Ivan Reyes. Yeah. So you think of those great runs, and with the FF, you think of the great run that Mark Waid had, mostly with Mike Waringo. But when Howard Porter did those fill-in issues, or his run, I should say, it just really, really stands out. And Jordan's right. I mean, once you got past the first 30 issues, you hardly ever got all four FF members on the same page.
Yeah, not too often. They decided that was not.
Well, just the story structure changed, I mean, it was more done in ones, done in twos, so you had all the characters together. But as far as affordable value, this is a really great affordable value. I think I paid $1.75 for it when I bought it. Right now, $200 I think is a really good deal. I do estimate it at $395. That's my personal estimate, just to be clear. So I just think this is a great page, and I'm really, really proud to show it tonight.
So $395 is like the NSRP, right?
Yeah, the Nick suggested retail price.
Sold.
All right, Jordan.
We'll take it.
Going.
Jordan is awesome because and that makes part of bringing my own personal collection on here really special, because I know someone like Jordan will enjoy it a lot and they will love it. And can I hold up the other FF page? Where's the other FF page? There we go. Oh yeah, the Thing one. Yeah, check it out. This is also $200.
Is this the 504 or the 505?
This is the 504, 505. This is issue 76, 505. So same thing. I feel like it's a $395 value, and we're doing it for $200. Again, Howard Porter has not drawn pencil to paper, and we sold it to Will. You know what the beauty of this is, Will? I tell you what, I'll throw in free shipping for Will. And then he makes it really easy because he's bringing me, well, it's not really free shipping on some levels. He's bringing me the Justice League that I bought, and I have to give him the Batgirl that I gave away to his customer for free last week. Oh man!
You probably have to buy him lunch.
I'm giving him a free Batgirl to go with the Don Newton he sold last week. I think it's okay.
Lunch is done. You want to do another Howard Porter?
No, you know what? Let's move. Let's do a quick recap on the ones we've shown real quick, and then we'll move on to the other books. So we have Green Lantern Emerald Warriors. Okay. This is a splash by Fernando Passarin. I can't remember the inker, so forgive me. This splash page we are offering at $800. I feel comfortable that it's $1,000 splash page. So that's recap 1. Recap 2 is Colossus Hulk Major Force crossover meets Kyle Rayner. What did I say I was going to do here? Like 3. Somebody help me. Because now we're going out of order.
And 180 Luke Ross, right?
Yeah. 375. Yeah. So I think this is a $700 give or take page, right? So it's really, really beautiful. And then the only other one we've shown today was Rick Leonardi crossover Green Lantern Aliens. And again, we will not be seeing a Green Lantern Aliens crossover probably ever again unless Disney buys Warner Brothers or Warner Brothers buys Disney, you know? Oh, that is so cool. Jordan's got some amalgam pages. Those are really cool. That's the ultimate crossover. All right. Give me some other.
What the cover of Darkhawk is worth. You know, the original cover.
You've got the cover.
I wonder what the original cover would be worth. Because that's maybe the most iconic amalgam cover.
That was Jim Ballant, right? I would say probably an $8,000 or $10,000 cover, maybe. Yeah, let's do Captain America real quick. All right. So we've got Captain America. This is issue 602. We're going to get more organized as we get older. I mean, as we do this more often, as we get older. This is page 8. This is a great page with Nick Fury. It's just incredible. Luke Ross. I can't remember if Butch Geist inked it or who inked it, but this is a sweet, sweet page. This is $299 page. We're gonna do this for $200. Oh my God! Jordan owns the final page to Dark Claw by Ballant. Jordan, I will tell you as a friend. First of all, as we've been saying this entire show, while we talk about value, because obviously we want to give everybody a feel for the value. You buy what you love. Jordan, hold that forever. Ballant hardly sells any of his art, and that is probably one of the most historic pages that you can get. So congrats. My hat's off to Jordan. All these years he's been collecting, he's picked up some primo stuff. And by the way, Jordan has a lot of fun. Every few months, he's on Amateur Dueling Dealers with Bill Cox and with Dino Morisi. And, you know, Dino made this one joke once when he makes reservations and he shows up. Everybody says, I thought you were Italian, because he's Asian. It's just so funny. And he's a sweetheart of a guy. Anyway, Jordan and Dino do Amateur Dueling Dealers. I think it's going to be every few months. It's not monthly. It's once every few months on Monday night. And it's on Comic Art Fans YouTube channel, and it is hysterical. The memes alone are worth watching, and they bring some pretty affordable art as well. But anyway, let's go back to Captain America 602, okay? This is just a beautiful page.
The face right there.
Oh, I know.
The face.
So we only have a little bit of time left. So I want to go, and I think for what it's worth, and again, I'm not in a rush to sell any of this. I am undervaluing it when I say it's $2.99. All right, so we've got Captain America 603 pure pencils, Luke Ross, with the Falcon. I thought this would be cool also because just pure pencils, Luke Ross. This is one of the only times I've ever seen it. So this is a great opportunity. This is also, I'm valuing it at the same $2.99, and we're offering it tonight at, I believe, the same $200. But check it out. I need to bring this closer. This was inked over blue line. Look at how beautiful that
That's
is.
crazy beautiful. Not that the other pieces aren't, but
Well, and this was a really rich time with Captain America. I mean, you had Captain America, Winter Soldier, you led into Captain America 25, the death of Captain America, and then you got the legacy numbering coming back with issue 600. And Brubaker got to work with some of my all-time favorite artists. He worked with Butch Guice, Luke Ross, Steve Epting. It was just classic. There is no overlay. There is no overlay. This is the actual, this is it. It's pure pencils. So just showing it right there. By the way, the one thing I want to bring up actually, next weekend we have an event. We have two events coming up on the experience. Next weekend is Asian Pacific Islander Heritage.
Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month.
Asian American, thank you.
AAPIHM.
All right, Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Amy Chu and Ming Cheng are hosting it. We have 2 days of interviews. We have Larry Hama, Jay Lee, so many great luminary creators. Please help to get the word out. As Kyle is fond of saying, this is Reverse Fight Club. Smash that like button. Give us some hearts on Facebook. Share and help us get the word out because we love what we're doing. Subscribe to everything if you don't mind. Fred, you're right. I mean, I wish I could show the pencils better. I really, really wish I could. It's just beautiful, though.
JD just texts me that, boy, they really define the dance belt area in the pencils, don't they?
Who has the show, The Greatest American Hero? Who has seen the show? Sorry. Yes, I saw the show, The Greatest American Hero, back in the day. All right, these are. Is this the last one?
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of.
All right, Last of the Mohicans. And on some levels, this is the best page. I should double the price because I don't want to sell it, but that's not what this show's about. This is Captain America 43, page number 2. Check it out. Cap and Bucky. Again, Luke Ross. This would be an impossible to replace page. And it is absolutely, positively stunning.
I'm just looking at the faces in this one, too. I mean, I like the elongated panels at the top with the shorter panels at the bottom.
Yeah.
Because you can do a lot with the landscapes and the backgrounds at the top, but your eyes are just drawn to the faces.
Yeah.
You know, and it would be really easy to get lost in the panel, but it doesn't let you. It keeps you moving down the page.
It's pretty cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is, in my opinion, on all the cap pages that I showed, and I showed quite a few, and I do love each one, or I wouldn't own them, this is quite possibly the best one. It's definitely my favorite of the ones I've shown, and they're all stunning. But this one, just fluidity, the characters out of costume, getting ready to get into costume. It's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. All right, so we only have a few minutes left. We have 8 minutes. So
you want to bust out this one because this is
Last of the Mohicans.
Yeah.
All right. This is the cover to Green Arrow #3. What is it? Volume 5. Volume 5, #3 by Howard Porter. So we definitely did a focus on Howard Porter and Luke Ross today. And, I did that on purpose because I love those two artists. This is the one piece of artwork that I'm actually not willing to go lower on because it's one of the only Howard Porter covers that I own. I'm bringing it in at a really fair value, and I just don't think that that I could ever replace it. It would never be replaced. There is this cool sketch on the back that we're going to show real quick. I mean, basically, he's just doing the thumbnails, just trying to figure out the perspective. So when you look at the back and you look at the front, you can see he was practicing on the back of the page. So this is $1,500. It is a cover. Keep in mind, this is a cover. It's a great cover. It is published. And I just do not feel comfortable selling it for any less because out of everything I brought tonight, everything is a one of a kind. Everything is a irreplaceable piece of art, but this cover is the rarest. Again, we've said this before, Howard Porter is not penciling or inking traditionally anymore. He is drawing everything digitally. So, and how old is this now? Like 15 years old. So it's just a great cover. It's just really a great cover. Look at the attention to detail.
Some of the details in this, like the parking meter that's getting thrown at Green Arrow has expired on it. And I just think and the traffic light in the foreground is crazy.
I think because Howard used to put so much attention into the artwork, so much detail, I think that's honestly because he's a perfectionist. I think that's why he went digital. It's far easier to change something digitally that you're unhappy with than it is in pencil form. And he's worked with some great inkers. I don't think it has anything to do with anything but preferring to just draw digitally and just give it his all. And again, any changes that he has are easier to make. So,
and when we talked to some artists on here who have talked about doing more digitally because their hands, the arthritis, and it's different when you're working digitally. It's not as hard to work necessarily as working with pencils and inks. So people can they can do more later into their career and last longer working digitally, which I think is interesting.
Yep. And everybody, I'll ask it again. Please smash that like button. Please hit some hearts if you're enjoying what we're doing. Help us with our algorithms. Nothing would make us happier than to continue to grow the art market, the comic market. Obviously, if you like what you see, visit your local retailer. Some of these pieces of art, because they're so beautiful and they have such great story, makes you want to go to your local comic shop to pick up the comic. Please do. I mean, pick up Captain America 600 and up. Pick up Green Arrow #3 and the issues around it. Pick up the FF run by Mark Waid and Howard Porter and even Mike Marengo. Enjoy the work. I mean, the artwork is part of the basis for the comic. But even if you don't buy the art, I mean, the art is here to enjoy, to view. Buy the actual comics. Support your local retailer. 800 Comic Shop Locator.
ComicShopLocator.com.
you brought up a great point about the crossover page. If you can go back and find the issues, for Green Lantern and Alien versus Alien, you should probably get those because that's not likely to happen again anytime soon.
It's not likely to happen, and they're not keeping them in print.
Yeah, they're just.
So all you have is the back issues or even the back issue trade paperback. But right now, this is the big one that we want to promote. I'm going to mention one more time. Tomorrow, we are going to have some original art in the form of sketch covers, but we are sticking with Fantastic Four. We will have Fantastic Four 19, 20, 21, Classic Hate Monger issue, 22, 24, 26, and we're going to have Star Wars #1 Marvel. This is the newsstand edition. And we'll talk about how Roy Thomas got the license, and Star Wars for Marvel came out actually 3 months before the movie, and it's a pretty cool story. Which issue number on the cover? I see number 3. Is it 23? Probably 23. 22. No, 24. So let's do this again. Tomorrow night, 19.
We're running out of time. I think he was talking about the cover page you were holding up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Give me the Green Arrow one last time. It's Green Arrow number 3, Howard Porter. Now, who's up after me, Kyle?
We have Imani and Mike Watson from Freestyle Comics coming up next in about 2 minutes from now. So we've got to get out of the way for that here in just a second. But Jordan, if you're into this page, reach out to Nick. You know how to get a hold of him.
Exactly. Exactly.
Get the deal done.
And Jordan's done me so many solids. Jordan, we could talk price. Jordan and Will have done me lots of solids. Listen, thank you for coming. Allow us into your house. We'll be back tomorrow with Dynamic Forces, Comic Collectibles with Dynamic Forces at 6 o'clock. Watch Imani right now. He does some great interviews. 9 o'clock, don't forget Nancy from Comics Unlimited. And my boy Kyle is telling me, Nick, shut your trap front door. And we need to go. So I'll see everyone who can make it tomorrow night at 6. Thank you.